I always get this many times. I am not an extrovert. Who can relate? How to win friends and influence people. Not sure what's happening to my mic, but it just keeps going off. Secondly, there is no light at the moment, and I'm already sweating. And that is what my country, Nigeria, gives us. I don't want this to stop me from creating this video because I just wanted to create videos today, but seems like I don't know what the light issue is going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this book. I'm so excited about this book. Reading this book brought a lot of emotions. I was happy, cried at some point while reading this book. Yeah, it's not like an emotional book, but there were just some stories that were shared. That's about storytelling, right? Because there were just some stories that were shared. Some of the stories were very touching. I like how practical the book is. As someone who struggles with reading, I really do not enjoy reading. I think reading is more like a forced hobby for me. I just have to do it because I know that it's a great thing to do. It's great to read. Reading like expands your mind, helps you to see from other perspective, and there's just a whole lot of benefits to reading, and that's why I picked up the habit of reading. It's more like a first hobby. A lot of people would compliment me about me being able to relate with people. When I walk into a room, I'm already like making friends most times, and I'll hear people say you seem like a social butterfly, but I'm quite opposite. And not until I started reading this book that I discovered that there are a lot of things, principles that were listed out here that I already was doing, but never knew that they were, for the lack of better word, tactics that one could use to win friends. So that's why I'm excited to share this book, and I want to start sharing video reviews about books. And one of the reasons is to push me to read more, because this is a book that I'm supposed to have been done with months ago. I bought this book maybe like 2-3 months ago, but I'm just picking it up now. I like how practical the book is. I like how the chapters are broken down and they are not too long, they're not too short, they're just okay, it's just perfect. So far I'm really enjoying this book. I've gotten to half of it, and for someone like me who doesn't like read like that, this is such. I started this book like 2-3 days ago and I'm already at the half page. So let me share some of the things that the 6 principles that was listed here to make people like you. There are 6 principles in a nutshell, 6 ways to make people like you. Number 1 is to become genuinely interested in other people. When I meet people, I'm really genuinely interested in what they do, who they are, what they love, what they dislike, and that genuine interest will make people interested in you as a person. One thing I've learned from this book is that always try to make people feel like they are important, right? Number 2 is to smile. That one I do. So before now, I don't smile. And imagine, I have like such a great smile. You can tell, right? I feel like I still need to smile more, but I'm better than before. So while I was in school, I studied in Ukraine. One of my friends would tell me, your face is too tight. So you need to smile more. Don't like pursue people away from you. Then one time I realized that, wow, I'd been living in a hostel. I didn't know people. There were so many people in the hostel, but I'll pass by and I just don't know people. I watch people as they're going into the hostel, they're going to their rooms, as they're climbing the elevator, they're greeting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And then me, I just keep a straight face and I go to my room. So one day I told myself, I need to change this. I can't stay in the midst of this many people and not network. So I started reading about networking, I started reading about how to be friendly. And one of the things I think I read was to smile and ask people hi. And even just a simple hi can change the atmosphere or the space of like, hi, how are you doing, right? So I started doing that instead of just keeping quiet. If I meet somebody in the elevator, I'll just say, hi, how are you, how was your day? Just light conversations, right? And before you know it, in 3 months from that time, there was no how I'll be going to my room. Like maybe when I get back from school and I'm walking to my room and I have to climb the stairs or the elevator, I wouldn't see like 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people that I'm greeting and I'm saying hi to, and people were smiling, people were waving at me when I was walking on the street. And this was not the case like 3 months prior to that time. And then people would not say, wow, how do you know so many people? And in my mind, I'm just like, wow, it was just me doing that changed everything. Times that you just smile, the power of a smile, just smile, and you see somebody, even someone who is moody, just lightens up. So your smile is very powerful. So that's one another way to make people like you. third one is to remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Sorry if you're hearing any sound. There are people like sweeping in the compound. Sorry about that. It's even very practical. There are times when people, if you have ever gotten your name mispronounced, how did you feel? You felt some sort of way, right? So it has happened to me many times. When people, like, maybe instead of calling me Ejeomah, they call me Ifoma. Who is Ifoma? It's Ejeomah. Sorry. My name is Ejeomah. Or if you mispronounce my name, or you call it in a weird way, like it just sounds wrong to you. So now that's the same way other people feel, right? And if you want to make an impact in other people's life, you want to have more friends, then you have to be more intentional about remembering people's name. Walking into a room and maybe there are new people and you have to learn like 10 people's name, it might be a lot, right? Because trying to remember these 10 people's name. But one thing that you can sure do is that you can use expressions like look at the person's face, look at descriptions about the person, like find out something about them that you can use for their name so that their name will stick, or you can say it, repeat it many times, or you can ask the person about the meaning of their name, or if it's a name that is odd that you've never heard before because it's in another language, you can ask them to spell the name. Imagine walking into a restaurant or walking into maybe an airplane, which is one of the story that was given in this book, and the hostess in the airplane where you're going to your seat, like, hi, and you say, okay, my name is Ijoma, and imagine like maybe when they were trying to serve, they're like, Miss Ijoma, what do you want? I mean, you're going to be so like, what? You remember my name? Like, it makes you feel special. It makes you feel important. The fourth one is to be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. So this one is so good. This one is so difficult sometimes because if like I have to tell myself sometimes when I'm listening to someone to try and listen to them to the end. I know that like I have some things to say. I'm so excited. Like maybe they mentioned something that made me remember something and I want to share. And it's just like, can you calm down? Can you calm down? And sometimes I'm thinking, what if I don't remember what I was thinking about before? But sometimes it's just okay to listen to other people. Okay, I just realized that the rest of this video wasn't recorded. My phone stopped recording at some point. Well, at the end of the day, this book just summarizes the one commandment in the scripture that says, do unto others according to how you want them to treat you. So whatever you like for people to do to you, do to them. If you want people to be kind to people. If you want people to be friends with you, be friendly to them. So you have to first be to receive. So yeah, that comes to the end of this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and let me know if you want to see more of this type of content. Alright, let me also know the type of books you are reading in this season, because I want to also read other books. And make sure to like this video, okay? Because this makes YouTube recommend this video to other people. And see you next time. Until then, bye.